right, we are live. Thanks for joining. I'm going to give it a little bit more time. Trying a couple new things today, so bear with me before we get started. Main plan today is just really just going to go over a few variables. Don't have a massive amount of time today, so we're going to go through architect variables, the flow, call, common module ones. We'll maybe even see if we can jump around to some of the areas and just see when variables are available and when they are not. All right, got a couple streams going. I'm gonna check all my outputs here. Doing good. Yeah, and if you're streaming on the platform like YouTube or Kick, please let me know if you have any audio issues. Everything should be mimicked out, but not entirely sure. Alright, I have to mute this over here. There we go. Cool. I think I'm figuring this all out here. Alright, we'll save that. Alright, so far we're looking good. And I think all audio is good. Alright, I'm going to try and pop out the chats here just in case. And we'll see if I can pop out this chat as well. I have no idea if I'm able to do this. Yeah, there we go. And we'll pop out this chat as well. Well, hello, Jenna Carson. Thanks for joining. Alright, everything should be muted. Hopefully. Alright, I'm going to try and keep all these different chat sessions open. It's a bit of a mixed bag right now. I think I'm missing one. Oh, there it is. Awesome. Cool. Thanks all for joining. As I mentioned a little bit ago, I'm pretty much going to walk through just some Genesis Cloud variables. If you've seen my stuff before, it's pretty much in the call center space world. So I know it's not necessarily exciting stuff to everyone, but hey, I at least find it interesting. So day is going good. I've got a little bit of time here to just go through a few options. Is my first stream? I've streamed a couple times. I've got some other VODs that are out there. And then mostly what I do with these streams is I'll put them up on YouTube for other content, just training videos, anything that you need. But I've been doing off and on, but then the last 2 weeks I've been trying to at least get myself motivated to stream every day. So getting better at it, trying to get a little bit more of a regular schedule going, but it's still a work in progress. All right. I don't know myself. My name's Seth. I live here in Austin, Texas, and mostly I do work for call center industry, and a lot of that is like on a kind of gig to gig. So I'm a solopreneur, and I suppose in that space. And a lot of times, if you call like an 800 number, you press 1 to go there, you press 2 to go there. I'll do most of the designs behind that. So that's kind of like what I do mostly, and so it's kind of like one new gig that I've given for myself. I am streaming a little bit more, trying to get some more content out there. And all right, I think I'm on my main one here. I know, right? I think Texas is a very popular place to live these days, so it's a pretty big deal. All right, I'm going to open up a couple of apps here. Oh, I need to go over to my architect view before I get started. So what game do I usually play? So sorry to disappoint. I actually don't usually stream games, and I haven't really gotten into a video game in a while. So for me, it's mostly walkthroughs. So I'm kind of doing a little bit more of like business streams these days. So I know not necessarily the most exciting as what most people stream on Twitch, which is video games. But you know, I think some people might find it interesting. Okay, I do have a little bit of time, so what I'm going to do is hop in to show what I normally do, go over, and that is this amazing space over here, which is Genesis Cloud. In here, this is the architect program where call flows get developed, and I've kind of done some different ones with the other streams that I've done, just kind of building out some of the features of them. I'm going to show just real quickly a very basic build. So if I go and add in here and I say inbound flow, general, this is like maybe what a company would use. It's like their general number they put on their Google profile or something like that to call in. There's stuff we don't need to worry about. So then boom, it creates a flow. And then I can go through some of the basics that I do when I come to a flow like this. So a lot to see right up front. The starting menu, this is the very basics of call center, right? Just having a menu and pressing 1 to go there. I don't really like having a menu up front. I like to do a general task, and this is just kind of where I start things, and I do like some scheduling, like is our call flow open or is it not? And let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and do I started off with like a disconnect profile. Actually, let's do the transfer to the menu. So we'll do jump to menu. I'll do main menu for right now, but I want this to be the starting task. So I'm going to do main task here. Oh, awesome. Yeah, thanks. If you could share, that'd be great. Hopefully some of this stuff might be interesting to some folks, or at least, finding out about, how configurations work in the IT space. Okay. So I've got a main menu set up, and then I'm going to move this to the main task. And there we go. So it's at the main task, and then I'm going to change up the initial greeting because I never like initial greetings being in my call flows. And I'll remove this. I'm going to add in an expression. So this initial greeting is just so annoying because everybody has to hear it when they first call in, and I'm not a huge fan of that. And I'm just setting it so it's basically like blank audio. All right, cool. So now we have a jump to menu, and so it's going to go down to this main menu, and there's really just a disconnect there. But what I'm going to do is delete this, and then I'm going to put in let's do we'll just do a task for right now. And I'm going to play a little audio step here. There we go. And this little audio step is going to say, like, I don't know. You know, thanks for calling. We are now transferring you to, I don't know, let's just do sales for this first one. And that'll be the play audio step that pops up. And then we need to decide the really important thing, which is what option is this going to be in the menu for our call center. So I'm going to say this is going to be 1, and then we'll do a transfer to ACD. And then I can pick the queue. So I've already got a bunch of queues already set up. I'm going to go ahead and use that sales one that I've got there. And it's in this yellow warning mode because it wants me to put these prompts in here, but I just don't really need them for the pre-queue transfers. So again, I'm going to do my little 2 audio not set trick, which will make it so those little annoying warning messages go away. And an expression to audio. There we go. And to audio not set. Cool. There we go. So now I have a play audio and a transfer ACD sales, which is ACD stands for automatic call distribution. So it's really just the queue where you hear all the hold music and all that good stuff. So for right now, that's very basic. This task is still red though. Reason is it wants like a really definitive end action. Even though this transfer to ACD should work 99.999% of the time, it's just programmatic in that if we have the failure route, you know, what are we going to do? So in this, I mean, since again it's so rare, I'm going to give it the very definitive action of disconnect, which will be there. So okay, sorry, I'm talking to chat here. I think I am seeing messages. I think I'm going to pull it up. Sorry, I was kind of rolling with some configuration there. So DC. So yeah, that is my handle on most of like all other like social stuff. So I do have an X, Seth on call, as well as YouTube, Seth on call as well. Same referencing there. So yeah. Okay. So I got that, play audio, transfer ACD, and then a disconnect. And then I'm going to go ahead and rename this as my transfer to sales. To sales. There we go. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll do. Let's see here. Transfer to sales. Okay, let's see if I can even add that on here. Well, actually, yeah, I think Discord's a little bit different for me. Let's see if I even have that brought up over here. Let's see. Okay, me. I like operate on this other machine, so it takes me a while to get it all. Okay. And okay. There we go. I think this goes through. I've never really done this directly in Discord, so bear with me. Okay. And then I think that adds me over, I think. I can't even really remember what my count is over here. Ah, okay, cool. All right, sweet. All right, I think I figured that out. And I'll minimize that again. Sweet. Okay, and got all my chats brought up there. Okay, I'm gonna go over here and finish out a little bit of this menu build, as I'm still able to stick around for a little bit. Okay, so then what was that? Oh yeah, transfer to sales. I'm gonna do a couple other ones here. Let's do, actually I don't need another menu. And I'll do, let's do an actual, I don't know, some other message. Oh yeah, like TikTok, I've thought about that. I don't have a TikTok account, so I suppose this would be something I get on. And then I think I do have a an Instagram as well. Let me see if I can put that in the chat. So I think my IG is, I had to put underscores in it. It was really annoying, I think, anyways. Let's see if I've got it right. And I think that's right. Okay. And then let's see. And also, what I got? Oh, a transfer to sales. And then what else do I need to do here? Oh, I was going to do the transfer over to marketing. I'll add that in here as well. I'll do it as a task then again. And we'll say transfer to marketing. There we go. And save. And I'll do it as option 2. And then we'll do another play audio step. We'll say, you are now being transferred to, yeah, just marketing, that's fine. These are all text to speech, and so they don't really sound great, but I could go in and do my own wave prompt files for those. And then transfer to ACD. I can go ahead and make that the marketing one. Save. And then we'll do a disconnect here. Okay, and I gotta get rid of those stupid audio warnings that come in here. And expression, and then to audio. And we'll do not set. And the next one, we'll do that as well. So delete, add expression to audio. Not set. Boom. Okay. And now the main menu is built. I think I have the jump, yeah. So enters in and goes into those main menus. And I can even update this a little bit because that needs a much better prompt. So press, 1 for sales and press 2 for marketing. And that will be it. I'll decide a default for this as well. So we'll go to sales in case like they don't necessarily know where they're going yet. Okay, cool. And that is the main of the inbound flow. And all right, cool. Awesome. Yeah, I do need to probably update a lot of my like labels and stuff to make it a little more catchy. I know that like call center software isn't like the craziest thing in the world for people to want to watch a stream on, but it's still like, I don't know, interesting to me anyways. And it's pretty easy, but I think a lot of people think that like it's like hard coding to actually make a call flow for after an 800 number and pressing 1 and 2 to go there, but it's really not that bad. Most of these visual interfaces make it pretty easy these days. So, hey, designing a menu structure for a company's phone system is really not that crazy these days. Okay, so I've got 2 different transfers off this main menu. One of the things I want to do is add in a bit of like scheduling up here at the start, because right now that's the main menu, but like what if things are closed? So here what I'm going to do is add in a flow attribute to actually decide, hey, let's go a little bit differently if we are in like a closed state. So I should be able to go in here. Actually, no, it's not in, it's in the logical areas. So schedule group. And that's where I'll put in, let's do like the Acme main schedule. So I'm going to go off of like the current date time. And then I don't really need to use this output activate schedules for right now. So I'm going to leave that as is. And then now, based on main schedules, I think I have got just like a very simple like 8 to 5 in there now for main schedules. We'll move this jump to menu over into the open category. It's gonna now give me a red error because it's like you need to have some sort of limiting thing here, so I can put that in. Let's do disconnect, and then I'll make like a close menu. Actually, let's not even do that. Let's just do transfer to voicemail. I'll maybe give a little prompt before then. We'll give it to, I don't know, AQ, and we'll do sales. And then I'll copy this and put it in the other ones as well. Actually, before that, let me get rid of those audio messages so that way it's gone. You just need to get consistent views for 1 week to get affiliated. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I need to. I've been streaming most days, but I haven't, like, yeah, I guess the viewership is the key. But mostly, I think the last like 2 weeks, I've just tried to stream every day while I build this stuff out anyway, and it helps keep me fresh on the stuff that I do day in and day out, because this is kind of what I do for a living. So this stuff helps me keep in the groove of things. To audio not set. All right, now this is cleared of all its warnings as the transfer to voicemail. Sweet. Awesome. Yeah, thanks for the support. Really appreciate it. I wish I could stay a little longer today. I should be able to stream for another at least 15 minutes. So I'm going to just keep building out a few more things here. All right, copy, and we'll do holiday, emergency. We'll have to do the same. And then here, I'll do a couple audio prompts. I'm just going to do one that says, sorry, we are closed. Please call back during our normal hours of 8 to 5. You know, 8 to 5. It's text to speech, so you always want to kind of try and be pretty straightforward with it. And 8 to 5. Okay. Sorry, we were closed. And then you could, I'm going to copy it and then just make a slight adjustment to it. We'll say, sorry, we are closed for the holiday. Boom. And sorry, we're closed for the holiday. Please call back normal hours of 8 to 5. I might not. Yeah, normal hours is fine. We'll leave that in there. Okay, so now we have a little bit more of a larger structure for the inbound route into our main call flow. So we can either jump to the main menu. It's going to have our transfer options, or if we're closed and our schedules are just not open, you're going to go right into a play audio saying, sorry, we're closed, and then to a voicemail. And then that voicemail will go onto the queue. So as call center agents get in the next day, after being closed, they'll see those transfers and be able to make those calls back to those individuals. It actually stores a lot of the caller ID information, so it makes it easy for those agents to get back. And same with the holiday. It's the same treatment. We're just giving a little bit of a message that, hey, like, even though you called in at 9 today, we are technically closed. So have to move on. And then, yeah, as like emergency, I might put a little bit more onto this. In this, emergency schedules are a lot of times when the call center has to like have a fire drill or something like that, just something very unplanned, and they all need to leave the building, then you don't have anybody to take phone calls. So here, that's what takes care of that scenario, is that transferring over to emergency. So we have our main scheduling all taken care of in the main task, and then I have my menu, transfer menu over here. So yeah. All right. Yeah, thanks for support. Yeah, trying it out. All right. Let's I'm going to build out a couple other things in the menu and just kind of getting into a little bit more of the trickiness that we can do for let's say maybe a little bit more of routing for skills. So if we have another task off here, let's do a delete here, and I'm going to clear my clipboard for right now. Let's do a task, And in here, I'm going to build out a little bit more logic this time. Well, basically, what we're going to decide is skilling. So, skilling route. Skill-based routing. All right. So I'll do done, and then I'm going to make this option 3. And then in here, what we're going to do is based on, I don't know, something about the phone call. Let's do a decision statement. And I'm going to do like, let's say the like phone number, something about the phone number. So call, it's an evaluation of saying like, hey, if does the last like 4 digits of this person's phone number equal a certain value? And then we can choose that maybe that's like a gold member. So maybe let's do, I'll do the right expression, which is going to pull 10 digits, but I really don't need to do full 10. I'm just going to do probably the first 4. So we'll do call. This is where I'm pulling in variables of the system. So this is actually what the phone, the number the person called in on. I didn't say Annie. I wanted called address. Yeah. And then I'm going to do comma, and we'll do 4. So it'll pull the last like 4 numbers from the called address. And then if that equals something special, I don't know, we'll do 2323. So if their last 4 digits of their phone number equal 2323, we'll just say that this is like the special gold winner. So that's the evaluation we're going to do. And if they have that, I'm going to go in and create a variable. That's going to be a skill variable we're going to apply on the call. And there's an ACD skill variable type for this. So we'll say, important skill. I'll label that, hit enter, and then I'm going to label this as a gold one. So if they have this very special last 4 digits of the number they called is 2323, they're going to go over into the gold area. If not, I'm going to copy this and then just change it very slightly. And I'm going to make it, we'll just say it's like more of a silver. So we're still assigning some sort of skill. And then down here, I can do the same transfer to AC we do it very quickly with the other ones. But now I get to add in some pieces. So customer service, let's say that's going to be the one that we kind of have them end up in. So I'm going to delete this, add expression to audio, and let's see. Not set. Cool. And then this one I'm going to clear out as well. Add expression to audio, not set. And close. I think we're good there. And then I need to add that ending step. So we'll do the disconnect. Okay, and then customer service. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change up this number. Let's do, I think I might be able to do this as like 0006, and I might be able to actually test this out. So let's do 6. Okay, so right of the called address is 006. We're going to go, let's make that as an announcement. So if we were to test this, we actually do know that it's going to be the gold one. So you are entering the gold, I don't know, gold area, the gold account. Let's just call it the gold account. And I'm going to copy this once I get there. And we'll do here as well. And the silver account. Okay, so right now we have a menu set up based on the timing I've got that set. I have the main menu set. I have the transfer and the skill-based routing. I'm going to also put in the text-to-speech here. So press 3 for customer service. And with that, I've got a default choice, sales, but now I want to be able to press 3, menu, cool. And then the skill-based routing. Okay, I think I should be able to test this. Let's give it a shot here. And, okay, let me save and publish real quick. Okay. Oh, thanks for, send me the info. I will definitely check it. Let me see if, while that's publishing, I'll move over to my other machine here. Oh, man. Yeah, I got all kinds of messages here. Oh, awesome. Yeah, thanks for all the photos. Cool. I'll definitely check that out. Okay, I've got about another 5 minutes here, so I'm going to see if we can test this out. All right, I'm going to minimize this. Okay. Now, sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't. But what I do need to do is assign this number. That will be a fake number that I call in on. Okay, so I got 006. I published it. Now I should be able to go over to routing and adjust this. So I'm going to hop over here. I've got a couple ones already. DNS eval. Yeah, let me switch up this one. This is a call routing, so it moves the numbers that are needed into flows. I'm going to switch this to the one I just created. Did I label it general inbound? Oh, inbound flow general. Yeah, let's do that one. All right, should we give this a shot? I think everything is ready to go. Well, we'll find out real quick. All right, I have a phone on my desk, and it should work. I'm going to do the dial. You might even be able to hear it through the microphone.
Please enter the number you wish to test.
All right. Okay, entered in the 5, so we shouldn't actually hear. We should hear.
1 for sales and press 2 for marketing. Press 3 for customer.
Ah, there we go. 3 is going to be for customer service. Let me hit that one.
You are entering the silver account.
Ah, boom. Okay, so we entered the silver account. We're now waiting on with that amazing hold music. So that means we took this path and coming down there. But if I do a dial, that's going to be a number that ends in that 006. We should see it work for going into the gold account. So we'll hear a little bit different messaging when I call in. All right, let's try this again. In that call. Somehow I put it on hold and I didn't mean to. There we go. All right, let's try that call again. And we'll try it on the gold line.
Please enter the number you wish to test.
Okay, this time we're going to do the other number that I have. One that ends in 006. And then hopefully, once I hit the menu option of going over to customer service, we should hear the gold. Yeah, sweet. Okay, so the switch worked. So depending on what number I was entering in, we either went left or right. A really cool thing about the system too is going in and viewing the execution history on it. So I'll do that real quick. Okay, so I've got a couple of different calls that I made. So we'll follow it along with the fun way that it kind of plays out the intros. All right. Let's check this out. Okay, so this is like the play-by-play where you get to see what happened for the test call that I just made. So what I'll do is I'll hit go, and then it'll give me a fun little walkthrough. So I went to the jump to menu, went over there, and then I placed the skill-based routing one, and then it went to the right. Let me zoom up a little bit. And do I need this data one? Maybe I'll turn this off for a sec. I guess it's stuck over there. Anyways, Let me clear this. There we go. So as it goes through the skill-based routing area, because I didn't dial the 006 the first time, it's coming over the play audio to then say it's a silver account. So we see that, play silver, it assigns that skill, and then moves down to ACD. And then, actually, I don't know if I actually assigned it in the transfer to ACD step. We'll check that in a second. Mostly right now, I'll just finish showing the path of it. Okay. All right, so that was the first one. Let's go look at the other one. So this is the second one I made. And there we go. Okay, so this time we're going to be coming through the main flow again. We're going to be going on the same path of open. And then it's going to pass over the main menu, the skill-based routing area. And then because it is, the dial number does end in that 006, it's now going to the gold. So it plays the gold, it assigns the gold skill, and then transfers over into the queue where we'll have that skill. I say all that, but I do need to double check that I actually assigned it. I may not have actually assigned the skill when actually transferring, so did all that work just to kind of show the flow, but maybe not the full result. Okay, let me scroll down here, open up this edit button, and it doesn't look like I did. So I need to go back and edit the flow, kind of take it out of its publish mode. I'll scroll down here, ACD skills, and I can assign that variable. I have to switch it to an expression so I don't manually pick it. I'm kind of using a variable to do it, so that way I'm not actually hard coding the skill. So in here, I'll look for my skill variable, which is going to be important skill. So now that it's a variable based on it going through this step 36 or the step 37, it's going to be different. So that variable allows for me to do that when actually transferring in. So now it will get assigned properly when the call does route to that ACD step. So okay, publishing, and okay, we're good. And so now that ACD step is going to properly assign the skill. Should be there now. Yep, there it is. And now it's locked, and we're good. So next time we do call in, we'll get the updated one with those variables. So cool. Let me go over to my main area over here. Okay, switch. I do appreciate everybody coming into the chat. Really, do appreciate it. For me, I'm like I said, I'm mostly creating a lot of like YouTube content for people that maybe even work in the call center space. But again, trying to figure out how it can be entertaining as well for those that just want to hop in and just see me work with other tech-related items or other ones. On my YouTube channel, I just published a YouTube video this morning. It was really more so talking about IT jobs and if those are available for a good idea for developers or not. So would really appreciate if you don't mind hopping over my YouTube and checking out some videos, maybe subscribing and hitting a like there. Yeah, really appreciate it. I actually got to get going here. I do have guitar practice, so I can't be late to upset my instructor. So really do appreciate it, everyone. Hope you have a good rest of your Thursday.